Well, let me ask you my first question. So let's talk about regret. So,
Regret.
yeah, of course. So tell me about your regrets. If you have any regrets, what are they usually about?
Mm. When I studied at high school, I have a um, bad. I had bad behavior with my friends. Um, when she says something untrue about me in front of many people, in front of a lot of people, um, and um, I beat her.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah.
You're really angry. Yeah.
And yeah, and I was regret about uh, my behavior at that time.
Yeah, of course. But at that time, you thought she deserved. You was like, why? Okay. So that is your
She when I beat her, she didn't do anything. She stopped um, quietly uh, to let me beat her because she knows she was wrong. But I still regret about that.
It's okay. So it was like, it happened, just happened. So that's time. So then you talk to her to apologize.
Um, I didn't until now. I didn't see her.
Oh,
I didn't see her from that time too. And
you badly hit her.
yeah, I
Oh,
wish I could meet her to say
of
apologize. To
course.
say yeah.
Sometimes, unfortunately, ah, but that was so. Yeah, it's a regret. Maybe it can be a good example of regret. Well, and so as you can guess, today we're going to talk about this topic, the greatest regrets, but some serious ones, okay? Well, let's see, what do we have? The first word, actually, this word is a bit challenging, that is abortion. You know that, of course, in some countries that is illegal, in some countries that is legal to abort, to end pregnancy. So when, I don't know, due to some reasons, maybe, I don't know, due to some health reasons, or maybe they can't, their body, for example, are not ready, their bodies are not ready to keep pregnancy going. So some, unfortunately, nowadays, some teenagers, some teens, get pregnant, become pregnant at very young age. So it's like, and they need to stop pregnancy, and they need to stop, they need to abort, have an abortion due to some reason. So what do you think about this? So this is, first of all, that is the meaning of abortion, and the verb is, let me write here, abort. This is verb, this is noun, abortion. Okay, and what it means, as you can see, that is early ending of pregnancy. Yeah, but this one actually, this actually is intentional. No, sometimes unintentional. We don't say that is intentional. That is sometimes the early unintentional ending you don't want, but it happens, of pregnancy. So it's like when baby is, I don't know, too early or something happens. So we can say, I want to correct this one. This can be the early intentional or unintentional ending.
The early intentional or
Of course,
unintentional ending of.
it means you want to do it, sometimes you don't want. It happens. So that is the meaning of abortion. So what do you think? First of all, tell me if it's legal or illegal in your country.
Abortions is, I think, legal in my country.
Yeah,
Because the daughters have help girls, help the women but to do abortion,
yeah,
abortion
to have,
easily, yeah.
of course.
When they, um, when the women, when women ask them to have um, the doctor, I think they are willing to do so, to
Yeah.
do, to have, yeah.
And what do you think about it? So it's like, you know, especially about teens, because we have, you know, what we can do to avoid, so you know that it can cause some problems, some health problems to actually mother. It's not only, for example, the thing that you do and it's like, okay, I had an abortion and it's done. So maybe there are some negative consequences that actually later that you will get later. So what do you think about it? What can we do to avoid actually our teenagers from, I don't know, getting pregnant, especially at young age?
Mm. I when we talked about this topic, my heart seems hurt.
Uh,
Yes, it was hurt about this topic because
yeah,
uh, don't uh, I have a feeling that it's I don't know the feelings I sympathize sympathy to the
sympathy.
teens,
Yeah, of
sympathy
course.
to the woman,
Of
to
course.
woman or to girl or my daughter. I link to many feelings to my daughter, for example. Yeah,
Oh, of course. I know
but
it's really
I
difficult, some topics.
I don't support for opposition um, mm, intentionally.
Intentionally. So it's like, you know, yeah, I know. It's like, so for example, you think when something like this happens and they can, like, you know, it's okay. They need to keep the pregnancy going until the baby is born.
Yes.
Of course.
Um,
I do agree.
if it cause the baby cause something problem for the mother from yeah uh, it cause health problems. The daughters will have to
Of
uh,
course.
abort
Sport, of
to
course.
have the abortion, but uh, mm, intentional. precautions.
Yeah, intentional or on it.
We should do something to avoid
Of course.
this.
Yeah, of course. So if it's due to some health problems, so and there is no other, of course, choice, so we have to. So there is no other choice. So it's something that doctors order, like, you have to do it. But sometimes, no, just, because, okay, I was young, I couldn't, I'm not ready, and you decide to do it. So of course, I don't support. It's not really, I don't know, like moral or ethical. So this is the first word, and this one, dementia. As you can see, it's like a medical condition that affects especially old people. But we can say it's somehow the loss of thinking or remembering. So especially in old people happens. So we can say the loss of thinking or remembering. Remembering, or sometimes, and reasoning, of course.
Yeah,
So,
dementia.
and it
Dementia.
affects, of course, people's daily life, unfortunately. So some people who suffer from dementia, uh, actually, they need to be, it's like, be under control, because, sometimes actually there is no ability to control their behaviors, and, so it's like maybe they go somewhere and they can't control. So, this one, Mrs. Lone, who suffers from dementia, is now said to be comfortable at home around her kids and grandchildren. So, of course,
Mrs. Long, who suffered from dementia, is
dementia.
now said to be comfortable at home around her kids and grandchildren. Hmm. Oh, sometimes I feel I lost of memory.
No,
I lost of thinking. Remember,
no,
maybe
because
I am
no, because you are too
demented.
busy. This is different. This is totally different. This is medical condition.
Dementia.
No, this, yeah, it's
Dementia.
different.
Yeah,
So actually,
dementia.
it's like, that when we say dementia, some people think that actually it can be a kind of Alzheimer, but
Alzheimer's.
this is, yeah, this is a bit, actually, it's not, dementia is not a specific disease like, Alzheimer, but Alzheimer is, of course, a specific one. But there actually they have some, we can say, some symptoms, some actually similar symptoms, but they are not the same. But sometimes it's totally different. That, uh, for example, sometimes you can't remember, I don't know, something that is really normal because you have a lot in your mind, like, you are busy. This is different. But
Mm-hmm.
for example, dementia can cause Alzheimer. So they are, it's like, first dementia, then the end of it can
Dementia
be
cause.
Alzheimer, of course.
Yeah.
So this is really, I think it's really difficult. So as you can see, medical condition that affects especially old people, causing the memory and other mental abilities to gradually become worse and end in Alzheimer. Can be a stage of Alzheimer. Yeah.
Around me, there are some older people uh, get dementia, dementia,
Dementia, just dementia,
dementia,
dementia, of course,
dementia.
dementia.
Yes, dementia,
Yeah, of course, some people who suffer.
dementia.
Yeah, wow.
maybe it's come
Yeah.
from the um it's come from the stock stock. It comes from stock.
It's like it comes from, I think, maybe because nowadays, unfortunately, we can see more people who suffer from these
So
type of
from
disease. Yeah, of course. And I think it comes from the lifestyle. Maybe it comes
lifestyle.
from, yeah, of course, it's really important. Lifestyle, diet, health. So everything can affect. Of course, I'm not a doctor, but I think comparing to the past, that people were healthier. For example, we see some people, wow, they are 100 and they still have the ability to think, to decide. So that's perfect. So, but I think everything is, I don't know, maybe is reasoned by lifestyle, like how you live, what you eat.
Yes, I agree with you.
Yeah.
Headspace.
Had a space.
A person's state of mind and mindset.
Yeah.
Headspace.
Yeah, of course. Headspace, like for example, it's like a mindset. When a person's state of mind, of course, or we can say mindset, something that's very important, not only in life in general, but especially in the workplace or everything. So that is headspace. Look, Feng was devastated because of her family incident. She will need to get a positive headspace in order to continue working in the same environment.
A person's state. Who was devastated
That
because
is,
her
if I
family
want to
is
give you a
incident.
good synonym, I say mood. Good
Mood.
mood, mindset,
Her
of
mood.
course.
Ah, it's like
If
mood.
I want to, because maybe when I say a mindset, it can be a bit difficult to understand. It's like, attitude, mood.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just need to be positive response in order to continue working in the same environment.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need
And
to have the holiday um, to have
of course,
that
yeah,
space.
to get a positive mood, of course, head space. Yeah, of course, in order to continue working. So, of course, sometimes we need, it's like, we need to like control everything, like manage everything from the beginning. So, especially when something really crucial happens and we face something really, I don't know, it's like extreme or something like exaggerated feeling, we need to have a positive mood or head space so that we can continue. So this is the meaning of this. And abusive, this one, what is the meaning
Music,
of abusive? Yeah, of course. Uh, ab, abnormal, abuse. We can
interest,
say, yeah, of course, it can be insulting, it can be offensive, it can be rude. So that is abusing. Like sometimes bullying, so insulting. So as using rude or offensive word, I can say insulting, rude, offensive. Yeah.
against his wife and abuse of women.
Just for that
Hunches,
file.
Hunches filed for a divorce because of his wife's abusive behaviors.
Of course, behaviors.
Because of his wife's abusive,
Of course,
abusive behavior.
abusive, abusive, of course. behavior. So sometimes it happens, unfortunately. So some negative and rude bullying sometimes can be considered as it's not only violating, so like it's violence, so all them.
I think he just filed a divorce. She just fired for a divorce because of his her husband's abuse behavior.
So no, it's like his wife. So it was
Why?
wife.
I don't think was his
So
wife, but
sometimes it
her husband.
happens.
Mm.
No,
It's
sometimes it
okay.
happens. We are
Uh,
wives. It's not only about husbands. Like, wives, you don't know what women can do.
mm.
So, yeah, of course.
But it's common. It's the men's behavior,
Of course. Yeah,
abusive
it's normal.
behavior
Yeah.
from men is common.
Yeah. More common, we can say that. Yeah.
More common, yes.
Among men, of course, but we also have women who, I don't know, like behave really badly, like negatively abusive. So, yeah, this file is
Yeah,
about
maybe,
wives, yeah,
maybe.
abusive behaviors. Wow. Okay. And faith. If I want to give you a good synonym, I say hope can be great trust or confidence in something. I say hope. I say belief, or sometimes can be considered loyalty.
Hey,
Yeah, belief, hope, loyalty. It's important to have faith in our talents. So to have belief in our talents, of course, in order to succeed in life. Yeah, of course, it's really important.
mm, faithful, faith.
Yeah, faithful, that is hopeful, of
Believe.
course.
Yeah, I listen to music. They use Christian music, Christian song. Uh, I heard the composer use a lot of faith and faithful.
Yeah, of course. The song was
Believe.
faith and faithful.
It's important to have faith in our talents in order to succeed in life. In
Yeah, of
our
course.
talents.
It's like to trust our talents, to believe ourselves. So that's really important. So it's like you are sure about yourself, your abilities, your skills, so that you say, I can, and you do something.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Okay.
this one, light at the end of the tunnel. So, of course. So it's like, as you can see, signs of
Like,
improvements in a situation that
mm,
has been bad for a long time. It's like, you know, after a long time, especially, long period of difficulties, facing lots of challenges, difficulties, then you can see some signs like, oh, it's ending. Now I can. Like, this is the end of difficulties, and now it's time to enjoy. So that is the meaning of this idiom, light. So business has been bad recently, but I think we're beginning to see the light at the end of the tunnel. So this way you can use it. Now it's time to see the light at the end of the tunnel. It means tunnel. It means I can see the result of all those difficulties, or for example, challenges now.
yeah.
Result is good. Well, and actually, you know, when I think about this idiom, it's like that is really good, but it's really difficult to wait,
Mm,
to stand, like, you know, to tolerate, like, you know, if I can, normally we give up
mm,
the middle way, like, you know, I can't do anymore. And actually, I read something somewhere that's the moment that you give up and you say, I can't do anymore, is the moment that you will see the doors will open for you if you wait, if you continue. So at that moment, if you don't stop, everything will be great for you. But if you stop, if you give up, you lose.
mm. Yeah.
Yeah, that is really difficult, but it's good
Do you
idea.
have the uh, in your life you have the light at the end of the tunnel?
I've, I can say I have had like a lot, and I
Yeah.
can say, yeah, of course. And there were moments that I really said that I can't do anymore. But I saw, because of this, it comes from experience. And I said, the moment that I said I can't, I don't want to continue, I'm really tired of all these challenges. Then I just keep just a bit. I kept going and I saw the result. And I can see that in my life, my daughter was the light at the end of the tunnel. Really, after all those challenges, I can say that my daughter is like a gift for me, like a
Mm,
prize.
yes.
Yeah. Yeah. And well, so do you want to talk about this word like
Yes,
use?
we let's talk about it.
Of course, let's get started.
Um, my friend, as I told you, my friend, he is praise
Chris.
again, again about his
That's
about
really
him.
good,
Yeah,
actually. That's
he,
really good.
he,
Having such a
yeah,
friend, such a good friend in life is really good. So,
he 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 worked with he worked with the hospital to uh to get the baby from abortion. She get the baby and raise the baby. Um, uh, after someone have an abortion,
oh, but
uh,
it's no. Because, you know, if you
uh,
want, yeah, okay, they adopt babies after they are
uh,
born. Abortion means stop
stop
pregnancy.
living, stop
Yeah.
breathing. Yeah. Uh, uh, we we should raise awareness
Of
uh,
course.
of the teenager um, to avoid pregnancy. Uh,
Of course.
if we don't want to see um, more cases of abortion,
Perfect. Perfect. Of course, we need to raise awareness in order to, for example, avoid our teens or teenagers to get pregnant at early ages. So we see a lot of more cases of abortion. That was really good. Yes. And I do agree with you, definitely, but they don't listen. Actually, the problem is here. Yeah, we try to say, but they don't accept. So it's like when they fall in love with someone, it's like they don't accept anything. Unfortunately, it's really challenging age, teenage years. Yeah, it's really challenging. So dementia.
Dementia.
Yeah.
We should adjust our lifestyle to it's a verb.
Dementia.
Dementia.
No, it's not verb. It's not.
It's a noun. Yeah.
So it's we suffer. Yeah, it's noun. Dementia. It can't use
Okay.
as. Yeah.
We should adjust our lifestyle to avoid dementia when we get old. We get old.
Of course, when we get, of course, we need to. Yeah. Well,
There are a lot of exercise to help the to 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 help us avoid dementia.
yeah, of course, avoid. Yeah, getting. Yeah, and having dementia.
Avoid getting dementia. Mm, space
Headspace.
is a noun too.
Of course. Why there are verbs? Of course, just don't think about this. Okay, don't think about them. Yeah, okay.
Mhm. Mm,
I need some.
I
Yeah. Say.
use meditation. Meditations is ways I try to have. I try to have more headspace.
Of course. Of course. Yeah, and you know how to use it. For example, I try to, I don't know, do some yoga or meditation, especially after a stressful day to clear my headspace. So why not? It means to clear my mental
Clear
statements.
my
Yeah, of course, to
clear my
clear. Yeah, of
headspace.
course, to make it better to clear my headspace. Sometimes it's like, I don't know, foggy, not really clear. Yeah, and we can't think. Again, oh,
Yes,
faith
I
is not adjective. So why there's problem with bird? Faith is noun, it's
uh-huh.
not adjective. Sorry, it's not my fault. That's something related to the book. So this is noun. Faith is noun. Abusive is adjective. You can use it, but
Mhm. My my uncle um my uncle used to um, used to um, used to have a bad behavior with my aunt. She
yeah.
said that she suffer abuse behavior from her husband.
Against, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, my aunt now she lives in California,
Yeah.
and her husband's a daughter in
Oh,
California.
oh.
Yeah,
And who has
um,
abusive behavior, your aunt or
now
husband?
they get divorced. They
Ah,
have
they got you.
divorced. They got divorced, and she told me um, mm, he she told me she suffered a long time with uh, abusive
Yeah.
behavior.
Behavior, of course. Of course. Offensive, abusive behavior, of course. Yeah. So, and you can say, because that is, for example, your aunt's husband is sometimes difficult to say uncle. You know that we can use it. Uncle is
Uncle.
okay. Yeah, of course. So, uncle, aunt, they're common words that we can use for different positions. So it's okay. So your aunt's husband can be your uncle. So it's okay.
Yeah.
And
Failed. Failed. Um, to have like to have a successful life. Um, I always keep my faith.
or
Um, that is my um is one of the most important things. One
yeah,
of the most important thing of my life is keeping faith.
is
Uh,
tipping.
is is
Is being faithful.
is be yes
Yeah, of
is
course,
being
faithful. Why not?
faithful.
You can say faithful, of course,
Yes,
because
faithful.
faith is noun, of course. Yeah, is to have
Is
faith, and for example, to be faithful. So yeah, you can say. Well,
and
and yeah,
lighter at the end of the tunnel.
of course.
Um, um, uh, um, every every no, I don't know how to make a
So
sentence with this.
let me say. So
Yeah,
actually, they're different. So, for example, after several months of hard work, we can finally see the light at the end of the tunnel. We can see the
yeah,
results, so it means,
yes.
yeah. So this is the way that you can use it. Well, just the only thing that we can add here. So as we talked, so faith is noun, so you can use the verb have. We have faith,
To
or
have,
you can be
mhm,
faithful. So this is the verb that you can use. And again, when you are like abusing behavior towards someone, so you
to
toward, of course,
to
for
work, yeah,
example,
to
yeah,
work.
of course, someone's abusive behavior towards someone else can cause some toxic relationships so that they
Yeah,
can't continue and they decide to break up.
towards someone.
Yeah,
Ah,
for
I
example,
remember
his.
um in 20 in my company, my company uh have had a crisis, um have overhead prices, and there are Singapore, the invest we when my company have had a crisis, financial crisis. There are the uh, a businessman in Singapore
Yeah.
invest a lot of money to my company. Yeah, as a light at the end of the tunnel.
Ah, got
Yeah,
it. Of
so
course, that was good one. Of
yeah,
course,
the
when someone, yeah, after many efforts, actually someone invested in actually a part of your company. So in order to help the progress and development. So it was the light at the end of the tunnel, of course.
yeah.
Good one.
When we have that amount of
One.
money, we 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 start to recover
Yeah.
the
Good.
yeah the company. I remember at that time in 2008.
Yeah, of course. That's really good. Yeah, that was good.
2008.
Good example. 2008.
Okay.
Well, okay. Well, so what is the movie? Just let me see if they have any video related. I don't think so, but let me check. It's not bad to check it. Okay. Let's watch. What are, okay. Let's watch. We have some regrets. Strangest, maybe deepest.
My
Okay.
biggest regret
Let me see. I think this one is good one.
was not going through with a sexual assault trial against my grandfather.
Oh,
What is the worst thing you've ever done?
What are you most
What
proud
is
of?
the
Worst
What
thing
is the
you've
worst
ever
thing
done?
you've ever done?
What is your deepest regret?
I regret not going after the girl I've been in love with for the past 5 years.
She eventually started having feelings for me, but I never believed I was good enough for her. Now she's getting married, and it feels like I missed out on the best thing in the world.
When my step-grandfather was diagnosed with severe dementia, I avoided contact with him at first because he wasn't the man I knew anymore. 3 years after he was diagnosed, he died. I never told him I loved him, and only after he passed did I think about how scared and alone he must have felt.
Having an abortion at 16 years old. It's so hard. I can't say what I would have done in that situation, you know? I can't judge.
I mean, at 16 years old, I was, even now, I'm 10 years old, I'm about to be 25, and I still don't think I'd be ready to have a kid right now, but I've never been put in a position to have to decide, do I keep it or, do I abort it?
My ex called me ugly so many times that I eventually got plastic surgery. It's funny how we let people have that kind of control over us. And a lot of times it's hard to define why a single person has that kind of influence over our lives when maybe 100 others do not. I do think that there is light at the end of that dark emotional tunnel.
I hope they're in a more positive headspace regarding their body and image now.
Abandoning my 3-month-old son and his mother because I was unable to accept myself and my demons.
I was deathly afraid of recreating the physically and emotionally abusive environment I was raised in. It's been 19 months and I miss him every day.
Wow,
I relate to this one because a lot of times I don't trust myself.
But you could tell that guy has a heart. He misses his son every day. That's all he needs, I think, is that heart and carry it into his relationship.
I wish this person unconditional love for themselves, to have faith in themselves. Yeah.
Well, what do you think?
There are a lot of regrets.
Yeah, of course. So, and which regret do you sympathize with the most? Which one do you
Maybe
think?
I sympathize with a girl. She have an abortion and 16 years old. Yeah.
Yeah, of course. She had abortion, of course, so you can't. Yeah, really, and actually the girl said something really good, that was, we can't judge because we don't know what we actually had done if we were like that situation. So what we've done, we would do like, it was, if I were in that situation, what would I do? So I don't know, maybe it's really difficult. And every regret has something to do with all the people beside ourselves. Based on the video you just watched, do you think such statement is true?
Yes, I think the video I just watched is true. It is true. Because the people show how they regret, how much they regret about their, I recognize for their regret from their voice, the face. Yeah.
Yeah, of course. It's not something about you. Sometimes you do something that can have really big impact and effect on all the people around you. So that is really important. And then you regret, but if it works, like, just you destroy something, and how about those people? So it's not something just about you. And about your education. Do you have any regrets about your education? I was thinking about the girl that who you hit. Like, I was, okay, do you have any regrets about your education? Why or why not?
Yes, I have regret about my education. I I I don't regret. I don't have a regret about the degree or what I study in the university, but I have a regret about the time I didn't go to school. After get married, after I have a baby,
You couldn't go.
I stopped working. I just work. After university, I applied to a job, to have a job, and I worked for more than 10 years without learning anything, without studying more. Yeah, and I think I should have continued to study at that time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Study. Don't stop studying.
Yeah. You shouldn't have stopped. but of course you did. Yeah, it's like, yeah, this can be regrets, and of course it's really important, but
I didn't study anything for more than 10 years. Didn't read a book. Yeah, and just work and just go to the company and go home.
and yeah,
Yes, and we continue at the and repeat at
yeah,
the
of course, I don't know, just you know, it's like, you know, stalking in a rat race, just do the
just stuck
same
in the
thing.
race.
Of course, it was a rat race for you because, you know, you needed to do the same things every day without any changing and changes. Like, yeah, I know. So it was like you just, I can say you felt like you got stuck in a rat race. In a rat race, that was really difficult. But then you change, of course, after 10 years. So you decided and you changed. That is really good. And why do people do things that make them regret in future? You think so? There are different reasons, of course.
Why do people do things that make them regret in the future? Why do people do things to make them regret?
I think the most important reason is fear. You're scared. You're afraid of something, of doing or not doing. So I think fear.
We don't regret what we did in the past. We should should have a regret what we didn't do in the past.
Of course. That was really good. So yeah, it's like we don't regret about something that we did because we did. It was experience. So it's good. So it was part of life. And you know, this is I always say that this is the first time that I came to the world, so I don't know anything. So it's really normal to make lots of mistakes to learn. But yeah, I do agree with you. We should regret for something that we actually didn't do in the past. So we could and we didn't. That was good. I need to write it down. That was really good. Yeah.
Because people hesitate.
This one, of course.
Scared to lose the betting option, want to make safe choices, don't want to be missed out, feel like people powerless, no one support their decision, do not fully understand their choice. I don't understand. Okay.
So those don't fully understand their choices, yeah. And the last one, why does the feeling of regret last so long?
Why does the feelings of regret last so long?
Yeah.
I regret that I hit my friend so long. I don't know why. It's just a child. It's just in childhood.
Yeah,
I don't need to have to have feelings of regret so long.
Maybe
but
because
I
you
did.
didn't have a chance to talk to her.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe because maybe she actually she can't remember, maybe even remember, but you have this feeling because you couldn't talk to her about that actually, yeah, what happened that moment. So about your feeling that time. So if you could, maybe actually you wouldn't have any regret anymore, but you couldn't. Well, Okay, so, and the topic of regret. So it's done. We talked about it. Any questions, any issues related to this word, something that you want to add or you want to mention here?
No questions. It's a nice topic.
Of course. Yes.
That's exercise to practice my memory.
Yeah, it's really good, of course. Of course, and it was really good. Some topics are really, I think, interesting and meaningful. Like we have a lot to talk about. So thank you. Thank you so much. It was really good time with you again, and have a fruitful, good day. And see you.
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome.
Yes.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.